Hi there, YouTube. So I'm going to do a video that my friend Jason, HopeFaithGuns on YouTube, suggested that I do. I'm not too well versed in YouTube and how video responses and things like that work, so I'm gonna try to figure that out with this video. From trying to trace it back, it looks like Carter Zuzu1313 posted a video. I think it was actually in response to X4CTO. I want to read that as exacto, but I'm not really sure if that's how that'd be read. And then I think he references back to someone named Sin. So I guess the point of it is to do a video on a knife that you don't carry. Maybe you'd like to, but you don't for whatever reason. I have a knife that I don't carry. This is a SOG throwing knife. It actually comes in a pouch like this, and a set of 3 with unwrapped handles. I don't have 3 in here right now, just 2. And you can see they have SOG milled into the handle, which I'm not really sure if that's a great idea. It seems like you're making an unnecessarily weak point in your knife. And I believe they're a relatively soft steel, possibly 420J2, something along those lines, a soft stainless steel, because they're meant to be throwing knives. And generally, throwing knives are made of a soft steel. They're not really meant for hard everyday use. They're meant to be thrown into something, a target or whatever, and sort of easy to reshape the tip back. So that's what these are. I got 2 packs some time ago on this. They were having a sale, and it was very cheap to pick up basically 6 disposable knives. That's what I look at them as. You could use these for whatever you needed to use them for and leave them and not really be out anything. If you needed to cut something and you were afraid it might destroy your knife, but you still wanted, a serious sized knife for the task, you could use this. And I think the packaging even said something sort of along those lines, like you could use this as like a camping knife or whatever. And I did sort of a Strider type wrap on here. I actually watched ITS Tactical's video on how to do that. Don't look at the part where I tied it off, because I'm sure they teach you better than that, but I had a hard time getting my head around how to make that work. So I probably didn't tie it off the way that they tried to tell you to tie it off. Then I tried a few other wraps. I think that's just messing around with these, and you can tell when you get towards the end of the handle. Sort of don't really know what I'm doing, so I just sort of played around until it felt solid enough to call it a done deal. And being a little bit thicker in this area probably help with grip retention anyways, so not too big of a deal. I had my friend Okuden make this sheath for me. It's a Kydex sheath. You've probably seen that I do a video on Okuden sheaths. Brian Wagner. And he equipped it with a tech lock. So you can mount this to a belt, or should work fairly well with PALS style webbing. And I thought for a while I might attach this to my backpack and EDC it somehow, either interior or exterior. But I'm afraid of being stopped by the guards on base, and while I've never had them search my pockets, wouldn't entirely surprise me if they wanted to search my backpack, or especially if they saw a knife mounted to the exterior of my backpack. So I don't carry this because I don't know how to explain it. Why do you have that ridiculous sized knife in arm's reach as you enter the gate? Don't have a good reason. And I knew a nuke on my old boat that got locked up on Hickam Air Force Base for having a dive knife within arm's reach that he actually uses as collateral duty of being a Navy diver. And yeah, they didn't really care. They locked him up anyways. Sort of made it into a bigger deal than it needed to be, and I don't want that to happen to me. So that's why I don't carry this knife. And that is my video response. Thanks to Jason and Carter and Exacto, if that's how you say it. Thanks. Bye.